Hey everybody, it's Stu Fuchs from Ukulele Zen with another episode of 3 Questions. Thanks so much for watching and thanks for asking all your amazing questions. You're giving me great ideas for the future online course that I'm going to offer that's going to be called Ukulele Zen, launching it later this year. Today we've got 3 questions. They're all about playing the ukulele. We're going to jump right in. First, I just want to say, if you want to ask your question, leave it in the comment section below. If I choose your question, I'll send you a track from one of my CDs, something for you to enjoy. The first question is from Louise Lou. She asks, "Hi Stu, I was trying Travis picking, the form that's inside outside, but when I play a song it doesn't sound at all like the song. Can I play an entire song this way?" Well, Louise, glad you asked. Travis picking is a great introduction to fingerstyle. I covered in the Rockabilly book, and I've also made a couple of videos on my YouTube channel all about Travis picking. There's a lot to it, but the two big patterns are inside, outside, or outside, inside. Thumb, middle, thumb, index. Now, an eighth note that is swung is really based on a triplet. It's written the same as an eighth note, but it sounds like a triplet. This is what the swing eighth note sounds like with Travis picking. I'll do the inside-outside pattern. Triplet, 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 long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Now, if you play that faster, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great songs to Travis pick are, of course, Johnny Cash. We could do that with outside, inside. It would sound like this. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. Fingerpicking is a huge topic. I'm a classical guitarist, so I've spent a lot of time geeking out on how to use my fingers. My online course is going to go into this in great detail, not only how to make it easier, but how to make it into a really joyful experience. For now, remember what I talked about in the previous episode of 3 Questions. We follow through the string, and it's as if we're moving from the third knuckle. It's like a little kid waving bye-bye. It's not this motion where we're pulling a trigger or a bow and arrow. It's the whole finger moving in a relaxed way, following through the string. So I hope this clears it up. Just have fun and play some songs you know with Travis picking. The second question is from Sam Katzen, and he asks, "Can you give any tips on diminished chord fingering? How to get it into muscle memory transitioning from other chords?" Sure, I can offer some tips about this, but let's just talk about the diminished 7th chord, because there's a really interesting thing about it. If we take our G7 shape, okay, and we're gonna now refinger that with your ring finger, middle finger, pinky. Keep the hand soft, keep the thumb nice and loose. Put your first finger there, and what you have is a diminished 7th chord. Okay? Now, here's so many interesting things about the diminished 7th chord. You know, every note is a potential root. So this could be G sharp diminished. It could be D diminished. It could be called F diminished. It could be called B diminished. Try this. Move it up 3 frets. 1, 2, 3. It is an inversion of the chord, and this is what's mind-blowing. All the notes are going to be the same. Here's B, there's F, there's G sharp, there's D. They're in a different order, G sharp, D, F, B, but they're all still there. So what you're playing is the same chord. Move it up another 3 frets. Oh my goodness, look, it's D, G sharp, you know, B, and F. So when you move a diminished chord up 3 frets at a time, you're reordering the notes. What the diminished chord lets you do, amongst many things, is create kind of this revolving door effect where you're not resolved yet. You're not resolved, you're waiting for it, and then boom, you're resolved at your chord. This happens all over jazz music and in many other examples, including the Coasters. You like the Coasters? Check out Along Came Jones. The whole, you know, it's a song about a guy watching TV, and so at the beginning of it, there's a series of diminished chords that move up in the same 3 frets at a time pattern. The last question comes from Ooh, Cry Me Pipes. Awesome channel name. And they ask, My question is, what exercise would you consider important to progress your learning? Is there one thing you should practice on a daily basis in order to improve? What would you suggest? Hard for me to choose just one thing, but if I had to, the exercise that I would say is most important for progressing in music actually doesn't have anything to do with touching your instrument at all, although I will give you an instrumental exercise in just a moment. But above all of that, the most important thing is to listen, to really open up your ears. Try this exercise out. Choose one piece of music, it could be instrumental or a vocal, and choose it and listen to the same piece of music 2 times in a row, every day for 7 days. Put it on and do nothing else. Don't check your email, don't flip through a magazine, don't even think about what you're listening. Lay back in a comfortable place and just listen into the music. You will hear so much, and after a week of doing this, you will gain so much appreciation for all the elements that are in this song. By day 5, you might be noticing things about the drums, about the way the vocalist pronounced a certain word. You will sharpen and open up your ears in such an amazing way that when you do go to play music, your ears are just broken open, and it's so wonderful to apply that kind of listening to your instrument. It's also a super relaxing and nourishing thing to do for yourself, just to take time out, to take a pause from the hectic lifestyle that we are living these days, and just listen to one thing at a time. So I hope that you'll try this exercise out. Just listen. As for the ukulele, what you can do is take your thumb, play rest strokes with your thumb. You see you're pressing onto the next string, not with too much force. And then with your finger, develop 1 finger per fret technique. See how I left my fingers down? Finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4. So your goal is to leave the fingers down and to make a very smooth, connected sound. See how I'm not lifting the fingers up? They're staying down, but I'm not squeezing. They're staying down because they've come to rest. So just relax the fingers onto your instrument and develop a smooth, connected sound. Keep the thumb relaxed. You don't want to do this. See how it's all choppy? Make a nice and smooth sound. Nice and smooth. When you do this every day, listen to your sound and develop that strength and endurance of the fingers. Now you are using muscle to push down the string, but it's more that your hand is heavy and it's surrendered onto the instrument, and that's what makes the sound really smooth. Developing 1 finger per fret technique is so important for developing scales, improvisation, facility on your instrument. So those are my 2 top exercises. Just listen, enjoy music, make time just to listen and do nothing else, and do this every day. This is what I do backstage. I just sit and I meditate, meaning I focus on the moment. I don't think about anything else but my hand being soft, and what a blessing it is just to sit with an instrument. How amazing is this? This little piece of tree makes this beautiful sound. Thanks so much. Please subscribe to Ukulele Zen, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends on social media. Look forward to seeing you again in the next one.